Hi guys, and we're back with another episode of my Kanto Solo Run series, where I aim to bring a solo run video of all 151 Pokemon from the Kanto region, just to see if it's possible to solo run the game with those 151 Pokemon. So let's recap the rules. Rule 1, we let the wheel decide. I spin 3 times on our randomizer wheel and we choose one of the 3 Pokemon to get drawn to do the run with. Rule 2, I can only use that Pokemon for the entire run. I can catch utility Pokemon for likes of Cut, Surf and such, but they can't be used in battle whatsoever. Rule 3, I cannot heal HP or status effects in battle at all using items. If you're using moves though, that's fair game. Rule 4, I can use the badge boost glitch in Gen 1 as it's kind of unavoidable. Rule 5, I can use TMs and HMs. Now that's settled, let's get spinning on the next choice on the wheel. Okay, so last time on the wheel we got Pinsir. I'm wondering what we get this time. We've done bug types, we've done water types. I haven't really done many normal types, or even a ghost type yet. I'd quite like to see a Ghastly. Oh, Persian for the first one, second tier evolution. And very fast Pokemon as well, so that could be interesting. Let's see what else we get. And for the second spin, Kangaskhan. Normal type, not as fast as Persian, really good attacking. That could be interesting. I'm siding more towards Kangaskhan right now. Let's see what we get on the third spin. And we get a Nidorina. Yeah, we know we're going to go with Kangaskhan for this one. And it gets Comet Punch and Rage to start off with, so that's going to be interesting against Brock. Right, and let's get started on Kangi Boy. So let's choose our name. We'll go with Brown again. Since it's the first 10 videos, I'm just going to stick with Ben for my rival, and we'll see how we get on with here. So first thing we need to do, let's go choose our Pokemon. I chose him in place of Charmander just because I thought Blastoise got good defense. See how and mostly we're a physical attacker, so I thought, you know, we'll use physical attacks, and Blastoise probably going to be the hardest matchup at the end. So we're going against the rival. This isn't going to be a problem whatsoever. We start off with Comet Punch and Rage. Rage is an awful move, but I actually misclicked here and clicked on it, so we did have to use it. Not a problem though, it takes it down. But for the majority of the early game, we're going to be using Comet Punch just to get through. Just because I hate using Rage. The way it works in Gen 1 is every time you're using Rage and you get hit, it raises your attack, but if you don't get hit, you're pretty much just stuck using a continuous move that's, honestly, the 20 base power, it's awful. So you're much better using Comet Punch starting off. You've got a range of hits, some up to 5. And that's how we get through most of this, like Viridian Forest and such. Go through most of the trainers on Viridian Forest, end up using Rage there again, and then I actually think, you know, I need a bit more experience before I go against Brock, so I actually tracked back and went against the rival. This rival is optional, but I thought, you know, let's just see how we do. Unfortunately, the Pidgey gets off 2 sand attacks, so we're kind of low on accuracy right now, and that starts to become a bit of a problem. Fortunately, the Comet Punch does hit and we're onto the Squirtle, but as you can see here, that sand attack is really doing my nutting. Comet Punch finally gets it down to low health and we take it out. Up to level 9 and we'll head back over to Pewter City now and go against Brock. So I've done the battle in the gym against the junior trainer. I'm now level 10 at this point. I'm not even full health at this to going in this battle. Just thought, you know, let's go see how it is. And you can see Comet Punch is probably our best. It's a good thing we got Comet Punch. It's just, even though Geodude's defense is so high, we're doing 5 hits, up to 5 hits per turn, which means that we can get off more damage than normal. Annoyingly, it is tackling quite a bit, but thanks to Comet Punch, it goes down quite easy. Up against the Onix now, I actually misclicked and used Rage, and that was a big mistake on my part. Because Rage, as you can see there, it's doing one damage per turn. Even when they're using Bite, I think I'd rather have not used Rage. But as you can see here, the attack is actually raising as we're going through. We're on 5 HP now. And Rage is... oh yeah. Just as I thought, we'd lost because we used Rage. I actually thought, let's start using Rage right from Geodude, because he is going to get a canny few hits against us. So if I can raise my attack gradually throughout this battle, that Onix isn't going to be as much of a problem. And I think this is the first time ever that in Gen 1, Rage is actually doing well for me. I hate the move, and yet it seems to be doing fantastic. We go into the Onix with 44 HP. You can see how much damage Bite's going to do. It was thanks to Rage, but as you can see, it's just increased our attack again. And it's just a waiting game at this point. Thankfully, it doesn't go back into Bite, and for the first time ever, Rage has actually helped me. And I came out of this fight completely dumbfounded. Just Rage is notoriously one of the worst moves in Gen 1, and it actually helped us beat Brock. I don't think I'll be saying that again anytime soon. Moving into Mount Moon, we go against the Nerd. We beat his Pokemon quite easily now. I'm level 18 thanks to some of the mandatory trainers we've gone past. And I just thought, Rage helped us out there, let's try it again. We beat the Nerd, we get the Helix Fossil, and we head straight off to Cerulean. And I was debating what to go and do first. Now, do I go and do Misty, or do I go and do the Rival? We pick up the customary rare candy in the backyard. And I decided, let's go against the Rival. We probably will need a few more levels just before we go against Misty. Plus, up at the top of this path is Thunderwave. And at this point, I hadn't checked if Thunderwave can be learned by Kangaskhan. I know it learns Thunderbolt. Actually, I'm only about 80% sure it learns Thunderbolt. I can't remember. I'll have to check Bulbapedia. Now we've done Nugget Bridge. We've got the SS ticket. We go against Misty. We're at level 20 now. I'd start using Rage. I thought, you know what? It works against Brock. Why not see if it works against Misty as well? So it's not working very well, and of course she uses Bubble Beam and then Water Gun. Not an easy battle, so Rage isn't definitely the tactic to go this time. I'm going to have to rely on Comet Punch, and I think I forgot to equip Thunder Wave, but I don't think it learns it anyway, just off the top of my head. So we go into level 21 against Starmie. Uses Bubble Beam, takes off a hell of a lot of damage, but we get a good crit on the Comet Punch. Takes us out again. Misty is very difficult. That Starmie's Bubble Beam, it just takes off so much HP. How are we going to do this? I decided to just jump straight back in, see if we can just do it one more time, if it was just unlucky on the RNG. Staryu goes down without taking off much health. We go into Comet Punch, taking off about a quarter of the health, and I get a critical 4-hit Comet Punch. And that ensures the victory for us. Oh, wow. Comet Punch was definitely the strat to go there. Although I haven't really got much choice in the move pool at the moment. Kangaskhan doesn't really learn anything until its late 20s. And even then, I don't think it's a great move. We nearly lose to this guy in the backyard. And thanks to Rage, we actually do. I should really stop using Rage now. As soon as I can get rid of it, I should. Going on to the SS San. We'll go and pick up my favourite move, and I have double checked this one. Kangaskhan can learn Body Slam, which, as I've said in pretty much every video so far, and where Body Slam can be used, it's my favourite move in Gen 1. 80 base power, 100% accuracy, and the chance to paralyse an opponent. That's massive. One thing I only learned though, apparently in Gen 1, normal type Pokemon can't be paralysed to Body Slam. I found that quite interesting, so I did a bit of digging. And apparently it's down to the logic they put into the game with the likes of... so if you use Thunder Wave against an electric type Pokemon, it actually wouldn't paralyse them. So they put that same logic into Body Slam. So if it's a normal type move, so that means with the same logic, it can't paralyse a normal type Pokemon. Which is weird, but it kind of makes sense. They didn't have much data to work with on cartridges back in the day, so can't really complain too much. I've waffled a bit now, so you can see we beat the rival. We're straight on to Surge. And I'm going into this battle not best prepared, I would say. I'm paralysed, I'm only at half health. If he gets a Thunderbolt off, that probably will take us straight out. And we've got to go against Voltorb first, who, of course, uses Sonic Boom. Always does 20 power, which is killer at this point in the game when you've only got very little HP. But as you can see, this is why we get Body Slam. Takes out his Pokemon, no problem. And even though I was not the best prepared in that fight, I still came out on top. Next we're in Rock Tunnel. We've got the very infamous hikers that always come around. We're starting off against this junior trainer I accidentally bumped into. Right, 68 HP here, level 32, and Kangaskhan is just tearing through the opponents. One hit KO on most things, but the hikers there are a different story. They've got Geodudes, they've got Gravelers, so I'm not really too sure what I can do. I haven't got much PP left for Body Slam. Does tank a self-destruct, but I'm not too sure I can do that from a Graveler. I'm not too sure if I get hit one more time I can do that from Geodude, but it goes down with Body Slam. And here's the moment of truth against the Graveler. It uses Rock Throw, and we take it out in 2. I love Body Slam so much, it's a great move. So, moving through Rock Tunnels, we bump into one last trainer. We're at 26 HP for this battle. It's not going to be much of a problem. The Oddish goes down, and the Pidgey goes down. And that's Rock Tunnel done. One of the harder parts of the game. The game's going to get a lot easier for us from here on out. So we go into Lavender Tower, we defeat the rival. He sends out his Pidgeotto, we'll have 33 at this point. Pidgeotto goes down in 1. Growlithe goes down in 1. Execute goes down in 1. Kadabra, we outspeed, it goes down in 1. And Wartortle, does it go down in 1? No, it clutches on at the last second. Not the worst thing that could happen, but quite an easy battle nonetheless. So we head over to Celadon next. When you usually see these first 2 trainers, one of them has to be mandatory in order to get past. I always opt to go for the Gambler just because he gives you more money at the end of the battle. Not really too different in difficulty between the two. And I sometimes go against this guy here, just for the experience because he has a Muck. Like a level 22 Muck, and it gives you 739 experience, which at this point in the game is massive. So as you can see, we level up to level 35 and we're heading off to beat Erica. I actually went through the wrong part, and usually when you go through Erica, if you don't want to battle the trainers, you go off to the left. You run around the trainer on that left. You cut down the tree. You have to fight one mandatory trainer, and then you can fight Erica. But here, I actually lost the battle. I got paralysed by the Weeping Bell, and it just decides, you know what, let's use no other move but Wrap. And I can't do anything here. I'm paralysed, so I'm never going to outspeed it. And it just continues spamming Wrap. And I'm thinking, it's a level 23 Weeping Bell. I'm in my mid to late 30s. I can't believe I'm losing against this Weeping Bell. I've just got the worst luck on this roll, and this is one of the reasons why I don't also go against the trainers in Erica's gym, because they're cheesy with some of those moves. I'd go the right way around this time and go against the Beauty, who's only got an Execute. I'm full health, we outspeed, it goes down in 1. And now we're going to go against Erica, who I'm not worried about, if I'm being honest. Kangaskhan has great HP, level 35, and we've already got 136. Razor Leaf does massive damage, we use Bite to take it down. Next up is Tangler, I'm not worried about that at all. It does use Bind, but again, 2-hit KO. And here we have the choice for Mega Punch. I got rid of Comet Punch at this point just because Mega Punch does a lot more damage. But Vileplume goes down in 2, so we didn't actually need it. I don't think I'll actually keep Mega Punch in the long run, to be fair. Rather have a few more move pools to kind of widen the coverage of types. Anyway, moving on, we go Go off to the Rocket Game Corner, we're going to go against Giovanni. And I was more worried about Giovanni than I was Erica. I actually went into this battle poisoned and on low health. So I'm not too sure how far through I was thinking I was going to get. I've run out of power points for Body Slam as well. So I'm not really putting myself in the best position here. I probably should have thought a bit further ahead. I have taught myself Ice Beam from the Celadon department store. And yeah, it's not going well. I also taught myself Rock Slide because thinking about the later battles in the game, we've got the likes of Aerodactyl and Dragonairs and Dragonites that are going to be a problem. So yeah, I wasn't too confident going into this battle. Ice Beam takes out the Onyx in one. Rhyhorn takes out... Ice Beam takes out the Rhyhorn, sorry for that. And I forgot that I had no PP left, so I had to use Rock Slide, get hurt by the poison, and I lose from poison damage. Going back in at full health, it's a completely different story. Ice Beam takes down the first two Pokemon, and this time Kangaskhan beat Kangaskhan. Body Slam takes it down in 2. And that's how easy Giovanni can be if you've got the right move set up. So we can grab the Sylph Scope, and we're going to head over to Lavender Tower now, go against the Marowak, send it off to the Afterlife with 2 Ice Beams. I keep forgetting how good Marowak and Cubone's defense is. Always tanks a lot more hits than you always think it can. But these rockets are not going to be a problem whatsoever. I start using Rock Slide just to take out the Zubats. Rock Slide's easily the best rock move in Gen 1, so for a lot of flying type Pokemon you'll come up against, likes of Agatha, it's worth having. And to be honest, I thought it actually might help us out with Lorelei as well, considering she has some ice Pokemon. It's not got the best power, I think it's only like 65 base power, but if it's the best rock move in the game, you might as well use it. So these rockets are not posing any problem. Sweep through these quite easily. Haven't even lost one bit of HP here. Sent out a Rattata, we use Rock Slide. Sent out a Racket, we use Body Slam. Oh, it does get a quick attack in, so we have lost some HP in this run. And there we go. That's all the rockets done. We've got the Poker Flute from Mr. Fuji. And we can start opening up the game a bit more. And I didn't know which one to go for next. Do I go straight to Saffron and try and do Silphco and Sabrina? Or should I go over to Fuchsia City? I opt to go to Silphco and just see how we do, because in Silphco we'll grab the best move that I'll be adding to our arsenal for this game. And that's Earthquake. And you find that on floor 10. If you go over to floor 10, you go off to the left. And then you'll see there's a room here with a Carbos, a Rare Candy, and then finally Earthquake. And Earthquake is going to solve so many problems for us. Especially with that late game, especially with... it'll take Blaine out quite easy. It's 100 base power, 100 accuracy. It's a no-brainer that we're going to use Earthquake. Probably the best move that we could have put on Kangaskhan for the run. So we get rid of... And that was a... I was kind of debating which one to get rid of, but there was another move that Kangaskhan learns later on that I wanted to keep. So I've got Rock Slide for like a Dragonair and Dragonite and stuff. So I got rid of Ice Beam. Now you might think that was a bit of a stupid decision, but with the strategy we've got so far and how we're going to go towards the later game, you'll see that it actually doesn't matter that I got rid of Ice Beam in the, I guess you'd call this the mid game. The Execute gets a Leech Seed off against us. We're against the rival now, if you weren't watching. Use Body Slam to take it out again. Alakazam goes down from a Body Slam. And this is Blastoise. It gets paralysed by a Body Slam. I love it when that happens. And Leech Seed is kind of making this a bit more difficult for us. We have Earthquake, it doesn't do much damage. And it's starting to whittle down our health as well. We get the critical with Earthquake, and that's the rival done first time. I'm really surprised that I've got through quite a lot of these gym battles and rival battles first time. I think there's only so far like Brock, Misty and Giovanni that haven't. So I guess we're kind of like half and half. We've like one-shotted the first time. Against Giovanni now, we use Earthquake against the Nidorino. Kangaskhan, we use Body Slam, takes out in 2. Gets a good Comet Punch on us. Rhyhorn goes down from Earthquake. And Nidoqueen goes down with Earthquake. Easy battle. This is why I wanted Earthquake. Okay, now we've done Silph. Decide, you know what, let's heal up. Let's go over to Fuchsia. We've got Earthquake now, so Koga should be very easy. Ground is super effective against Poison. And to be honest, I had more problem against these jugglers in the gym than actually against Koga. Well, I say trouble. Most of them go down with 1 Body Slam. This is why we have Body Slam. It's such a good move, and Kangaskhan's attack is pretty damn good. I think the only thing it kind of lacks in is a bit of special, which is why we wouldn't go and like try and get Psychic. I'm not even sure if it does learn Psychic. Body Slam takes down the Hypno, which usually sometimes takes about 2 hits, but we are level 47, so our attack is quite massive comparatively. And now we're going against Koga. I'm so confident about this, I haven't even healed. So we use Earthquake. Coughing goes down. Earthquake. Muck goes down in 1 as well. Now we know the first Coughing goes down in 1, second does as well. And now we're against Weezing. If it does use Self-Destruct, that can be a bit of a problem. It uses Toxic, we outspeed, and Earthquake takes it out. Easy battle. So this is why most people say this is kind of the easy part of the game. After the SSN, you have up until around about Sabrina where the game's quite easy. Well, Silph more in general, because the rival in there is no joke. Giovanni usually is. But we're starting to go into the later half of the game now where things are getting harder progressively. I don't think we'll struggle against Blaine. We might struggle a little bit against Sabrina. But it shouldn't be too hard of a battle. Kangaskhan's really bulky. So to be fair, we're probably not going to have too much of a problem against those 2 gym leaders. I think the next massive challenge we're going to face is really going to be the Elite Four. So, now we've got the Gold Teeth, we can go and get Strength. We've got Lapras from Silph, so yeah, we're pretty much set up for the end game. Let's go grab Strength, get the rare candy behind the boulder as well. If you've been looking for rare candies throughout the game, I could do myself a video. If you are going to try these runs yourself, I might create you a video with locations of all of the rare candies or elixirs that you can usually pick up on a quicker run. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want me to do, and I'll get it sorted for you. So there's the rare candy. We head off to Cinnabar Island, and let's go get the secret key and then go fight Blaine. There is a rare candy in this room as well, so if you go up here, press the switch, go down and up in this corner here, that's the rare candy. You can also pick up Solar Beam there, and there's the secret key. And that's it. If you picked yourself up an escape rope earlier on in the game as well, or you've caught a Diglett and you've got Dig, this would be the optimum time to use it because you do lose quite a few minutes just trying to get out of this room. And as you can see there, I forgot to do the switch. You have to go back around here. You have to flip this switch and then go back up the stairs, and that's it. That's how you get out of the mansion really quickly. But you can do it even quicker if you have an escape rope or you have Dig. So now we've got that. Let's go fight Blaine after healing up. I lost the footage for Blaine, unfortunately. Really annoyed I lost that, but that does happen with the software I'm using. So we had to move straight on to Giovanni, and as you can see we're level 50 now. We've one-shotted the Rhyhorn. Body Slam takes out the Doug Trio. Earthquake takes out the Nidoqueen in 2 hits. Wow, that Nidoqueen's bulky. Couldn't have taken 2 hits to take it out. Body Slam takes out the Nidoking and the Rhydon. Does it go down in 1? Nope, it's going to be a 2-hit KO. There we go, and that's Giovanni. Easily, in my opinion, one of the worst gym leaders in Gen 1. Not as bad as, he's not as bad as Surge. Surge is notoriously easy, depending on what Pokemon you go in with, but I would say Giovanni, Probably the worst choice for the 8th gym leader. You want more of a challenge at this point in the game. Now against the rival, we start with Rock Slide, but it misses. We hit the second time. It doesn't take out in one, which I'm kind of annoyed at. Now we go into Rhyhorn. We use Earthquake. Use Body Slam just to take it out. Kind of losing quite a bit of health. I'm not too happy with how much we're losing. Earthquake takes out the Growlithe. The Execute. I wonder how much damage Earthquake does. Not very much at all. And it's starting to Solar Beam. But Body Slam takes it out before I can use it. Do we outspeed? We do outspeed. And we're onto the Blastoise with quite decent health now. Lowering its head, so kind of need to take it down as quick as possible. Skull Bash doesn't do much, so we take it out with 3 Body Slams. I'm feeling quite confident about this. Kangaskhan's doing really well. Even quite a low level comparatively for other runs. Level 53 when we won that battle. And we're off to the Elite Four. First thing I always do when I get here, let's heal. Drop the Pokemon into box because we don't need them. And if I lose, I'd rather just restart quicker. So let's get rid of the Pidgey, get rid of the Bellsprout, get rid of the Lapras. I always pick up 5 full restores. We only need 1 per Elite Four member, and since I can't heal within battle, I always do it just after each battle. So here comes the moment of truth. How well do we do against Lorelei? Starts off with Dugong, we're level 53. Rock Slide does over half damage, and we take it out in 2 rock slides. Cloyster doesn't go down. It's going to take 3 rock slides, and it's done massive damage with that Aurora Beam. We get a critical, so it does go down in 2. And I use a Tail Whip just to lower its defense a bit. It's lowering my attack, so it's kind of counterintuitive what I was doing there. I use Body Slam. It does a critical half damage. 2 Body Slams takes it out, and I'm thinking I'm not taking out. If I get past this Jinx, there's no way I'm taking out that Lapras. I'm on 36 HP. Does Rock Slide take it out? It's super effective. It misses. Super effective, but it uses Blizzard. So I use all my rare candies. This is why we pick them up on the way. If we're losing to Lorelei first time, not even getting like close to beating that Lapras, I always use my rare candies at that point. So we've now taken out most of our Pokemon quite easily. We're nowhere near the same amount of HP we were last time. We've got 160 left for that Lapras. Take out the Jinx in 1. Rock Slide now does over half damage. That's a massive improvement. And Lapras goes down in 2 Rock Slides. I'm so glad I picked up Rock Slide. Just for Lorelei, notoriously is one of the hardest Elite Four members. But now we're going to go up against one of the easiest. So Kangaskhan should be weak to all of his fighting types. But I have Earthquake, so Earthquake doesn't take out Onyx, surprisingly. Body Slam doesn't even take out Hitmonchan. How am I not one-shotting his team here? This is crazy. Do you one-shot the Hitmonchan? Sorry, Hitmonlee. The Earthquake takes out the Onyx in 2 hits. And Machamp, Body Slam takes out in 1. See, that's just how easy Bruno is. Retrospectively thinking, his Pokemon aren't bad choices. It's just how the AI uses them that makes them bad. And the fact that these Pokemon, they only get given the moves that they learn instead of like any TMs or HMs that you find throughout the game. All these Pokemon that you go up against in Elite Four have movesets of what they are at those levels. Going into Agatha, usually she is one of the harder members of the Elite Four. But one of the reasons why I wanted Earthquake is for Agatha. Earthquake just decimates her team. All apart from Golbat, which is why I got Rock Slide. But as you can see here, going into Lance, and this is only our 2nd try of the Elite Four. I'm quite confident we're going to do quite well here. We'll go against the Gyarados. Body Slam, it uses Dragon Rage, which is probably the better move for it to use right now. Body Slam the Dragonite, takes it out. Oh, it doesn't take out the 2nd, but it must have been low roll because of the paralysis. We use Rock Slide against Aerodactyl, it takes it out in 1. Get in. Now against Dragonite, it uses Barrier, we miss with Rock Slide. It means it's going to take a few more hits than we think. I survive on 1 HP. Can I do it? No! Okay. That was just unlucky. Third try against the Elite Four. Managed to get my way all the way back to Lance. We take out the Gyarados. We take out the Dragonair. Take out another Dragonair. We've got the Rock Slide. Takes out the Aerodactyl. And here's the... Oh, here we go. Can I take out the Dragonite? Oh, nearly. I nearly do. If I'd just used one more Tail Whip, that would have been taken down in one Rock Slide. Whew. Right. Final battle. Here we go. Let's heal up. This is why we keep all of the ethers for the late game as well, for the Elite Four. If you're solo running, you need those elixirs just to be able to get through each one. But here we go, it's the final battle. Level 68 this time. Probably a lot more over leveled than I ever planned to be doing this run. We take down the Pidgeot in 2 hits. Level 69. Whee! And we take down the Alakazam in 1 hit. Earthquake takes out the Rhydon in 2 hits. That Rhydon's doing better against Earthquake than I ever thought it would. Arcanine gets taken down by an Earthquake. Rock Slide. Oh, I probably should have gone for Body Slam there. Yep, easily a better move. Should have taken it down in 2, but it took 3 this time. So we've paralysed the Blastoise. We've won this. We've easily won this. And there we go. Oh, we leveled up to level 70. Oh, I want to stop at level 69. That's really annoying. Oh well. There we've done it. We've done the Elite Four. And what time did we do that in? Let's see how quickly we did that. I don't think it was as fast as some of our other runs. Plus, the fact we had to be level 70 to do it doesn't really match it up well against some of the others. But let's see how well we did. We finished it in 6 hours 50 minutes in-game time. I could have done that better. I know I could have done that a lot better. Oh well, there's the video. There's Kangaskhan done. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, you know, all that YouTube stuff. We'll spin the randomizer wheel later this week and we'll be back to you next week with another video. Let's see if we get an interesting one. See you later.